to Chase Gymnasium, home of our Eagles and the Red Sea. And welcome to Senior Night. We'll begin the evening with a short ceremony to recognize the 3 seniors on our Eagles men's basketball team. Settle in, Red Sea, and join us in celebrating their contributions to Biola University. And our first senior of the night is Garrison Sherman. Garrison is accompanied by his father, Steve, mother, Roberta, brother, Calvin, and girlfriend, Camille. Garrison's been with the men's basketball team for 4 years, pursuing a degree in business finance. When asked about how the men's basketball program has impacted him, Sherman said, "The program has impacted me through relationships on the team and forming lifelong brothers and family. It also helped transform my life to live more in accordance with God's will." When asked about his favorite memory with the team, Garrison said the 20-point comeback win this season against Dominican University. He says a special thank you to my mom and dad for always being in my corner and pushing me to be the best I can be. Coach Dave Holmquist had this to say about Garrison. Garrison has been with us for 4 years and been a joy to coach. He's had a great spirit and brings a strong work ethic to every practice and game. He's a wonderful teammate who places the success of the team above all else. He is also a very fine player who rebounds and defends extremely well. During the past 2 years, he's made so many timely plays, both on offense and defense, that have helped us win games. Red Sea, let's hear it for Garrison Sherman. And our second senior for tonight, we're recognizing Cameron Brown. Cameron is accompanied by his mom, Valerie Brown, sister, Amanda Brown, and his dad, Aaron Brown. Also joining him tonight are Coach Kevin Mann, Coach Brian Jones, and Coach Mo. Prior to coming to Biola, Cameron played 3 seasons at UC Merced, where he scored 981 career points and was an all-conference first-team selection. He was also a member of the all-defensive team for that conference. This is Cameron's first season with our Eagles, studying a degree in management and business economics. When asked about how the men's basketball program has impacted him, he said, "Being on this team has really been one of the greatest years of my life. Coming here, I was nervous and worried about what I was getting into because it was my first time moving away from home. But I'm super happy God placed me here. My teammates and coaches became my extended family, and they made the transition extremely easy. Playing basketball with these guys has been amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world." When asked about his favorite memory with the team, he also said the comeback win this season against Dominican. Popular choice. "I have never been down that much and came back to win." He also said our Hawaii trip on our off days, we just explored the city and we're hanging out with each other, and he enjoyed that. Coach Dave Holmquist had this to say about Cameron. Cameron has been a tremendous player for us this year. He's led the team in scoring, he's been a strong rebounder, and an excellent defensive player. He's also been an effective leader and great teammate. Had Cameron not been here this year, we would not have won as many games. He's made a tremendous difference in so many ways, and I'm thankful to have coached a player with so much talent and spirits. Let's see, let's hear it for Cameron Brown. And now our final senior, last but not least, the man in the middle, Tyus Parrish-Tillman. Tyus is accompanied by his mother, Amy, stepfather, Ryan, brother, Rain, father, Tyus, and Dorena. Tyus has been with the Eagles for 4 years, working towards a degree in sociology. When asked about how the men's basketball program has impacted him, Tyus said, "My teammates became my brothers. We pushed each other, held each other accountable, and built something bigger than basketball." When asked about how his favorite memory with the team, Tyus said, "My favorite moments are the Hawaii trips and spending time with the team." I'm going to throw the Dominican win in there as well. I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, and my family for always believing in me. And from Coach Dave Holmquist, he had this to say about Tyus. Tyus has been at Biola for 4 years and made significant contributions to our team. His scoring, shot blocking, rebounding, and passing have made the difference in many games. It's rare to have a player who has such a variety of skills. He's one of the best players in the conference and someone who will be greatly missed. Tyus has also been one of our captains and proven to be an excellent teammate. Let's see, let's recognize and hear it for Tyus Taylor. All right, Maxie, let's hear it for our 3 seniors. Garrison Sherman, Cameron Brown, and Tyus Parrish-Tillman.
A rivalry that dates back to 1966 ends tonight. One last game, one last buzzer between Biola and Azusa Pacific in the Cornerstone Cup. Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Wilson, alongside my man, Jake Macias. One last time for us, partner. Woo! It's going to be a good one. Both teams really have nothing to play for. Both teams not making the playoffs. With that being said, what do you play for in this type of game?
It's confidence going into the next season. I think that both these teams know that they're talented enough to take on any team in the Pac West, but when you finish off strong, it moves on to the next season. Both these teams looking to take what the successes that they had from this year and move it on to next year.
APU got the best of Biola in their last matchup at APU, winning 85-78. It shows that both teams can really have the upper hand. In the last 10 meetings, it's close in the 6-4 favor of APU, but like I said, it can show how competitive these games can be. How competitive do you think this one will be, especially since this is the last time these guys are going to play each other?
It's the Cornerstone Cup. It's always competitive, and both these teams know that, at the end of the day, they're not going to make the playoffs, but there's a lot of I don't know what the word is, but more so stigma that they need to get that win to be the better team of this rivalry. So one last shot, we'll see who does it.
Biola Eagles coming into this game a 14-13 record, 10-11 in conference. Azusa Pacific, not one of their best seasons, 6-19. They have a lot of flaws. They've been pretty good on offense, but their defense is really where their Achilles heel is. How do you think Biola is going to attack this lackluster defense that's averaging 73 points per game, which is 8th in the Pac West?
I've loved the way that this Eagles team plays offensively. You can score from either beyond the arc or inside, and I think TPT will be that factor here for the Eagles, who can do it on both sides. From beyond the arc, he'll knock in some threes, and from underneath the hoop, he'll have some success there too.
Here we go, one last tip-off between these two, and we're underway. Azusa Pacific wins the tip. Chad Thomas, Tobias Eisen, DM Sanders, EJ Bryson, and Parker Christensen, the starting five for Azusa Pacific. A pump fake from DM Sanders. Christensen driving in on Arunda. Mid-range jumper falls, and Azusa Pacific draws first blood. That's Shad Thomas.
That's just a good move there from Azusa. They like to move the ball, especially early on, try to scope out their options, and like you said, they strike first.
Cameron Brown, one of the starters, one of the seniors honored. Charlie Geller and Chris Harris right behind him. Tyus Parrish-Tillman under center. Facundo Arunda in the starting lineup. They go back out top. DM Sanders sends it over to Eisen. Sanders, long range three, and hits. So we saw the Biola women's team get off to an early lead where Biola scoreless. Now it's the men's team for Azusa Pacific, up 5-0 with Biola still yet to answer. Arunda hopping around, that one's taken away. Shad Thomas, he's cleared for flight.
Yeah, good start for this Cougar squad, who isn't really known for having that strong start. So a little unprecedented here for Biola, down 7.
73 points per game on offense, 76 as the opposing offense is going. And Cameron Brown gets it started for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's his go-to move, attacking the basket, especially with that right hand. He's been smooth with that right hand off the glass.
Straightaway three for Bryson, and he sticks it. Azusa Pacific coming out firing. We could be in for a shootout. Parrish-Tillman bumping, drawing contact, and drawing the foul.
Yeah, Azusa team is undersized compared to the Eagles, and I think that they're going to have to rely on that three-point shot here moving forward. But on the other side, players like TP2 who have a lot of success from inside, it's going to be his go-to spot, I believe, all game long.
Azusa Pacific bottom in the Pac West in three-point shooting. Averaging around just 30%. where Biola up towards the top 5 in that category, 33%, almost 34. Parrish Tillman goes 0 for 2 at the line. Bryson contested, but no good. Was Chris Harris met him up there. Cameron Brown goes around the corner, has a flash, bumps, and he got the foul.
I told you, Jeff, that's his go-to move. He loves attacking the basket. He's a deep threat for sure, but when he has that open lane, he's like an eagle. He soars in there, tries to get the bucket, earns himself a trip to the line.
Cameron Brown creating instant offense for the Eagles, coming over from Merced. Played in 3 seasons for the Bobcats. He has a school record of 39 points in a single game for Merced. So he's a scorer, he's a shooter. He came in with a boatload of confidence as there's a fight for the ball between Parrish Tillman and Christensen.
Yeah, TPT's been a double-double machine this year, and I'm going to throw it out there and say he's probably going to get another one here today.
Averaging 16 points with 8 rebounds. Back inside of Parrish Tillman. Soft contact, and he's there.
Just like the way that Tyus has been positioning himself so far early on. He's found a lot of open looks from underneath, and he'll only have a few more as this game goes on.
Bryson guarded by the true sophomore Harris. Thought about pulling up. No, it's Chad Thomas missing long. Christensen gets the rebound. DM Sanders, step aside 3. Just short off front iron. Biola down 4. Nice move by Arundel. He steps back. Had a little bit of space, but tosses it over to Brown. Parrish Tillman backing down. A nice feed. And there is Cameron Brown. Great vision from Parrish Tillman.
Yeah, this 1-2 duo here with Brown and Parrish Tillman. They're going to knock in a ton of baskets so far, and that's what they've been doing to start off this game.
Eisen. Hop skip, fading away, and that one's pure.
Great defense there from Gaylor, but just better offense from the Cougars. Tough take.
Stay with it, Gaylor. Shovel to Parrish Tillman. This is where he can go to work. Kicked out, Vout. Kick about. Harris wide open, too strong. Tillman fighting for everything inside. Timeout. Biola back in it. 12-8 ball game.
Today's matchup is brought to you by West Coast Sand and Gravel. West Coast Sand and Gravel is a proud sponsor of Biola Athletics. West Coast Sand and Gravel is a wonderful and natural partnership since the company shares the same vision and faith-based values as Biola. The company's been in business since 1968 and serves California and Phoenix with dirt import and export, environmental waste hauling, sports field products, and other construction needs. Thank you, West Coast Sand and Gravel, for your support of Biola basketball.
Hot start for APU, but then Biola comes surging back. Senior Garrison Sherman checks into the game. Kundo Arunda on the inbound.
Garrison Sherman.
Trying to find Gaylor, but gets it out to Brown. Brown, a nice step back. Just short. Eisen. Shovel to Shad Thomas. Everybody on the Biola bench thought it was a travel, no call. Thomas thought about it. trying to get inside with 12 to shoot. Lost ball. Here comes a run to Biola's got numbers. Brown gets it rejected, but there's Chris Harris right on his back.
Yeah, that athleticism comes in handy for Chris Harris there. One right in the breadbasket. And probably the easiest bucket he'll get all night.
Cameron Brown, his last 3 of 4. Eagles down 2.
It's funny, Jeff, because this Biola team, this is a team that really relied on the three-point shot throughout most of the season. And when they have the size advantage here that they typically don't have in a lot of games, I think they're really going to rely on that 10-foot and in circle with players like Tyus Paris-Tillman, Cameron Brown, who we've already seen score a couple times.
That's going to be a foul called. Say replay?
Reset the shot clock.
Reset it. So they're going to be looking at this one, seeing if could have been an offensive foul.
You know, I think what it is it was obviously a shove there from Cameron Brown, but I think the question is, did the basket count? I don't really know what the rule is there.
Cameron Brown's going to get the foul called on him. So it could count since the foul is called on him.
I just can't remember what the rule is. I'm pretty sure that basket's supposed to count, if I'm not mistaken. Because the shot was taken before the whistle was called.
Azusa thinking that they have that shot. They called for replay pretty quickly.
Yeah, they should count it. You know, from what I understand, if the shot's taken before the whistle called, which is what happened, they'll count the basket. I don't think it's going to be an and-one situation. I think they're just going to charge Brown with the foul and count the 3, but hey, I'm not an official.
Both teams 1 for their last 4 from the field. And if this one stands, it'll be 2 for 5 for the Cougars. In a 12-10 game.
Yeah, you talk about the shot selection. Biola only with 1 3-pointer taken. It was kind of what I was saying earlier, how they're going to rely inside. Let's see what they want to say.
So no good on the 3-point basket. Brown's going to get called for the foul, and it's going to be a Azusa Pacific ball. They'll go quick. Christensen with the fast inbound. Azusa Pacific still firing from 3. That one's too strong from Eisen. Arunda shifting around. Gets it to Gaylor. That's no good. Right to Harris. Back to the corner. Harris trying to find some space. Drives in, spinning around. He had an open shot, and it just rolls off the front iron. Right to the hands of Eisen. Now we have an injury on the far side of the court.
Yeah, it's Shino Lavorian. I think he tripped up on a fan. I think he might have stepped on a fan and tweaked his ankle from what I saw.
Looks like he's favoring his knee.
Could be, yeah, you're right.
Timeout called. We'll go to a quick break. Hate to see it as two Azusa players are carrying Havarian off the court.
When you see no weight being put on, it's not a good look.
The ball is going to stay with Azusa Pacific. Christensen on the inbound. Eisen trying to spin around Gaylor. Got him on a one-on-one. Now it's DM Sanders. Christensen bouncing off of Brown. The left hand, no good. Garrison Sherman picks up the rebound. Biola's in the pursuit. Brown, step back three, you bet.
You just can't leave him open. He was wide open there from three. He's been a threat all season long, and the senior knocks it in.
33% shooter from distance this year. Christensen has him faced into the corner for an Azusa three. This one's off to the right, almost went in off the tip. Brown looks to do it himself, coast to coast, and he gets it deflected. Tobias Eisen gets a piece of it. 1 point lead for the Eagles with 13 left in the first half. Long range three, this time it comes up well short, off the fingertips of Sherman, and it's going to stay with Azusa Pacific.
First time, number 23, Leighton Martin.
The freshly checked in Jackson Young has a handle on it. He gives it off to Eisen. More bodies on the ground on that corner of the court. Biola now on the fast break. Brown got him on the pump fake off the glass, and it rattles in. Brown stacking up early. He's got 11.
I was going to say, it could be a big night here for Cameron Brown, already in double digits. 11 of those 15 Eagles points.
Christensen around the corner. Long range three from Young. That one's no good. Scooped up by Tyus Parrish-Tillman. Here's Brown. He's got the hot hand. Thought about it. Now drives. Has some space. Can't get it this time. Jackson Young picks up a rebound. Long pass over to Eisen. Guarded by Dykstra. A little bit of a mismatch. No good there. Here come the Eagles. Gaylor, he can shoot it. That one off front iron. Timeout on the floor. Biola comes roaring back. They have their first lead of the night, 15-12. Eagles on a 7-0 run in their last 4 minutes and 30 seconds of play. Jeff Wilson, Jake Macias in the final Cornerstone Cup game.
You know, Jeff, I don't really hate these shot selections that Azusa has taken. They just haven't been able to find it, especially from beyond the arc. 2 for 9 for them, 1 for 4 for Biola. So I don't really think the three-point shots looked like it's been the strong suit for either team.
Biola being super selective in their shots, really doing a lot of work in the field, shooting 43%. Azusa knows that if they want to get ahead, that's when they have to start hitting threes. But ironically, when they started trying for more threes, that's when they fell behind. It's when they were going to work inside the paint.
Yeah, been a huge fan of what Cameron Brown's done so far. It's either he's at the cup, knocking one in, or shooting a three, or creating some space for his teammates. That's why they're in the lead.
Christensen and Martin were going at it. There's another three from DM Sanders. He sends it home.
That's the three that they needed right there. They've been cold, but that might be the spark that they need to get back into this.
The 6'1 senior from San Diego finds the bottom of the cup. Martin to Parrish Tillman. Gaylor, drive inside. Nice feed to Sherman. Just as easy as a bucket you can get.
Yeah, perfectly placed pass there from Charlie Gaylor. He's obviously a deep threat as well, but when he attacks the basket, able to work with it. Good find from Gaylor.
Bryson, they were looking for contact and a foul. At least Biola was. DJ Bryson's going to go to the line.
And again, I don't mind that shot selection from Azusa. Trying to get to the line is something that really both teams haven't done so far in this game. Biola has yet to make a free throw. This is Azusa's first trip. Actually, it's a baseline throw.
Into the corner for Christensen. Or pardon me, to Caleb Taylor. Now it's Bryson driving in with 12 to shoot. Where the baseline ref almost calling for a travel, but then the ref out on the floor said, hold the phone, this is going to be on Garrison Sherman. And Bryson's going to go to the line for a couple. One-point game.
Foul trouble, it's never really been an issue for the Eagles so far this season. And 10 minutes left, 4 team fouls. It's a little bit more than what they're used to having.
Versus in the women's game, there was just about none in the first and some of the second half.
Really, wow.
Cameron Brown up top. Gets it to Parrish Tillman. Sherman in the corner for three. That got the bounce and rolls in. Three-point lead for the Eagles. Sherman connects from distance. Off the screen. Not the first time they'll be pulling that with DM Sanders, and not going to be the last when he gets a little bit of space off those screens. He hit last time.
Yeah, Zeus has done a really good job moving off the ball and trying to create looks from downtown. And to your point, they've had some success here and there. But again, yet another Biola foul. That's 5 team fouls. Over 10 minutes left to go in this first half.
DJ Bryson taking it. He gets it right back. He'll go straight away three. That's good. Nothing but nets. So now they're starting to catch fire from distance, Jake.
Yeah, you just cannot leave Bryson open. You already have made a couple threes. You got to tighten it up.
Parrish Tillman tried to sneak it into the window. Off of Azusa Pacific, it's going to be Biola basketball.
First time for our Eagles, number 5, Mikey Richardson.
Akeem Richardson checks into the game for the first time today. We're trying to find him. Hold the phone. We got a ball on the ground from our promotion team. All squared at 20. Gaylor to Parrish Tillman. They go back and forth. A lot of contact upstairs. Parrish Tillman will head to the line. That was a neat sequence there if they really pulled it off.
Yeah, this Biola team, they are moving backdoor often in this game. It's not something that we see from them at all, really, but again, off the ball movement for both these teams have looked great so far.
They're finding small windows to pass it through, and they're succeeding. Gosh, Parrish Tillman continues to struggle at the line. 45%, pardon me, 70% from the charity stripe.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's pretty rare for TPT to miss 2 in a row, let alone more than that. Biola's still looking for their first made free throw. They're 0 for 5.
And if you want to win a game like this, you got to hit those free throws. You really don't think they matter up until the back half of a game. And they finally connect. Barrow, yes. Bryson nails it.
Always got to understand that Bryson has made 3 threes now, 12 shots. They got to tighten him up, especially from deep.
That three puts it back in the lead, and a costly turnover for the Eagles. Here comes DM Sanders, short, and he'll called for a foul.
And the Eagles have done a good job contesting shots from the inside the arc, but they just have not contested any deep threes. And I feel like Azusa should already have more made threes, but 5's pretty good to start it off.
3-point lead for Azusa Pacific. Make it a 4-point lead, Jake. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Arunda off the pass. Back outside. 3-pointer from Arunda is good.
Pretty move.
Bryson to Christensen, he was wide open. That comes up short. Takes a Biola bounce, it'll be their ball.
What a way for Aranda to get his first basket. Sidestep, contested 3, pretty good.
Here he goes again, Arunda. This time does it with a field goal.
And Jeff, his role has really shifted from what it was in the past few years. He's not the primary scorer for the Eagles, but when he gets hot, and so far 2 for 2.
He's appeared in 85 games for Biola, was that role player, and this year he's appeared as a starter. And Azusa Pacific continues to hit from all cylinders. It's DM Sanders this time. They're shooting 38% from distance. Make that 42 with that made 3. Chris Harris up top. Now it's Parrish Tillman working against Caleb Taylor. Wild desperation shot, and that'll draw a foul to Chris Harris. So these two continue to go back and forth. This time it's Azusa Pacific with the 2-point lead.
if you're in town and if you're hungry or looking for a treat after this game, head over to the I-5 and Firestone Boulevard at Chick-fil-A La Mirada. We're serving you, as always. Our pleasure.
7:38 left to go in the first half. Jeff Wilson, Jake Macias in the final Cornerstone Cup game.
Jeff Azusa has taken 8 more three-point attempts than Biola. And talk about contesting the deep three. Biola has not done a good job of that. I'm wondering over the break if that's what they want to do. And really, we'll see what those shooting splits look like for Azusa from deep in the last 7.5 minutes.
It's been DM Sanders and EJ Bryson being the main culprits of the offense for the Cougars.
And I think what it is, too, is that these threes that they're making, they are not from on the line. They are deep threes. But Biola just isn't used to that. They're not contesting it. So I think what they're doing is they're reviewing to see what the score actually is. We had 26 on our end. We brought it down to 25 for Biola. I think they're going to check with the book, make sure it lines up.
Three-point field goal made by Garrison Sherman at 10:13 in the half has been changed to a good 2-point field goal. The correct score is Azusa Pacific 28, Mar Eagles 25. At the line for our Eagles, Chris Harris.
Chris Harris only 2 points. And being quite the scorer as a true sophomore. It seems like a quiet start for him, considering he's second on the team in points per game. Or pardon me, third. Averaging just under 14. Put up a career-high 30 points earlier in February against Hawaii Hilo. Sanders working on Arunda. Now they give it to Bryson. Those two are deadly for 3 right now. Bryson goes inside. That's well short. Picked up by Gaylor. Here's Arunda. Harris backs up, then charges forward. Some contact on the play.
Yeah, I talked about Biola being in with 16 fouls, but Azusa's right there with them. So one more foul for each of these teams will put the other team in the bonus. Still plenty of time left in this first half.
Arunda will take it. Finds Harris off the pass. Banks it in.
Very well drawn play there by Dr. Dave Holmquist. Just shedding off the contact. Easy layup there for Chris Harris.
Christensen, long range from DM Sanders. That one swirls the iron. He's been hot from that area of the court. Harris doing it himself. He doesn't get it. Tipped back. Battle for the ball. Going to stay with the Eagles.
His first team's 7 penalty situation.
Well, now they're calling it on Chris Harris.
At the line, number 3.
Called something on Chris Harris.
No, it was a delay of game on Ikeen Richardson. He shot a 3 10 seconds after the 3 was called, but I don't think it changes anything.
Gaylor nails the first one. This is the second one. Parrish Tillman picks up the rebound. That one blocked. A rejection from Suleiman Barrow. Nice ball movement. Barrow trying to do it. This one rejected this time. Biola returning the favor. Ikeen Richardson. Now Parrish Tillman. It's too strong, and he's knocked.
Biola has been moving the ball very well to start off this game, and they've found a lot of looks that have really been a big part of why Azusa has 18 fouls.
Rattles in and out. Six lead changes at the moment. Parrish-Tillman back at the line. He'll land the second one. 31-28, Biola lead with 6:15 left to play. Left side three, that one's too strong. Eisen couldn't get it. Arunda looking to capitalize. Gaylor to Parrish-Tillman. Strong effort, strong finish.
Again, it's the pick and roll play for TPT that's worked so well for him. I believe that's his second basket or third basket just from doing it.
Soleiman Barrow gets it to Bryson. Now Eisen driving in. Back down by Richardson. That's a fadeaway shot that comes up short. Dive for the ball. Gaylor comes up with it, then tries to feed it to Richardson. It goes back to Azusa Pacific. Bryson in the corner. They'll reset. Maybe not. Long trigger three from Eisen. That one doesn't fall. Gaylor stops, gives it up to Parrish-Tillman. The right. Yes, sir.
It was what we said at the beginning of the game, Jeff. There's just too much size for the Eagles. Tyus is just too big. And again, pulling to the basket and earning himself a couple more points. That's just textbook play there for TPT.
Jackson Taylor and Colton Gray check in for the Cougars. Biola's got their largest lead of the night, up by 7. Make it 8. .10 run for the Eagles. Azusa Pacific looking for answers. Eisen back up top. They give it to Bryson. Here's Gray. Bryson almost lost it, gives it to Christensen. He gets doubled. A lot of contact upstairs, no call. Biola defense stands true. Here's Harris. Got it tipped, and here come the Cougars with numbers. Tobias Eisen's going to be fouled.
I really like the way that Eisen has been playing early on in this game. He hasn't been able to find the cup too often. The shot selections have looked good for him, and it's only a matter of time before he cuts this lead.
Isaiah hits to shrink the lead. Here comes Garrison Sherman and Leighton Martin. (36-29) with 4:18 left. Martin, the true freshman, leading the offense. Gaylor to Parrish-Tillman. A nice cut inside. Harris slams it home. The ball movement has been special for Biola. 11-1 run. We'll be back. The Eagles finding some fire here before the first half expires. Up 38-29. 9-point lead is the largest lead of the night. Jake, what have you liked from this defense in the past, or this offense from the past 6 minutes or so?
They're passing the ball so well, and they're creating so many open looks. And you got so many talented players that can really do it all from any point of the floor. Biola's just looked really good so far.
Truly, they are spreading the love. Chris Harris with 8, Tyus Parrish-Tillman with 9, and then Cameron Brown, 11 points. He hasn't been on the court in a little bit, though. Something to keep an eye out for. Bryson got it to Christensen. He'll drive inside and finish with the left hand.
A great move there from Parker Christensen. He found the gap, took advantage of it. Now they're down 7.
Gaylor, he finally finds one.
Charlie.
10-point lead, wide open 3 for Azusa this time, and they stick it. Jackson Young contributes.
Yeah, Azusa trying to limit this run that the Eagles have put up. Good way to respond.
A nice pocket pass. Sherman gets it. Field goal good. Anytime Tyus Parrish-Tillman has the ball, they can really do anything with that. They're playing their offense entirely around him right now. Now some commotion on the court. Basket will count. There's been quite a few off-court issues. Just to try to get things steady. Not knocking our program.
It's the tech we got. We got to bump some things up.
But it's more the referees figuring things out on the stuff that happened on the court, off the court.
Can we talk about that Chris Harris poster, though? I was telling you off air that we haven't really seen a poster. I hope our photographer, JP, got a photo of that, because I might put that poster on my wall when I go home.
Now, Chris Harris, he has been something great for Biola. Freshman, he saw 27 games, 3 starts. He averaged 16 minutes, but just under 5 points per game as a freshman. Early contributed, but his sophomore year saw a big major league, 25 games. He started 24 of them. All career highs, 33 minutes, 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, 49 total assists. He's been really good.
He was my favorite player to watch his freshman year. And you know, we expected him to be better in this sophomore season, but he has really exploded. He's one of the best players on this Eagles team, and excited to see what he'll do next year.
He's definitely going to be the backbone of this Eagles team in the future. Still a discussion about the score that's happening. It was 43-34, but Azusa Pacific thought they missed one. It should be possibly 43-35, but they're going to keep it at 34. DJ Bryson, double, they know what he can do. There's a 3 that hits. Jackson Young catching some fire.
What a pass there from Bryson. He found the window, and an easy 3-pointer there for Young, who's been on fire.
Gaylor, quick trigger 3, that's good. He's finally finding something, the best 3-point shooter Biola has. DM Sanders into the corner. They're just trading blows from distance. Tobias Isian.
Wow, yeah, both these teams have really stepped it up offensively over the last few minutes. It has been a shootout.
Leighton Martin finds Parrish Tillman to Sherman. Eagles bringing the house down, up 8. Bryson a flash down the lane. Gonna get called.
Yeah, Bryson's is too quick. And, you know, with how good he is from beyond the arc, there's really not much you can do there if you're Chris Harris other than getting blown by. I really thought that foul trouble was going to be an issue in this first half. It really hasn't been the case.
Bryson can't finish it off, but it stays with the Cougars. DM Sanders, step back 3. Off to the right. Parrish Tillman picking it up. He gets his 4th rebound of the night. Here's Gaylor. Finds Martin, the freshman. Harris this time for 3. He wants some of that action.
He's just back and forth, Jeff. Possession after possession. Both these teams are lighting it up from 3.
Under a minute we go in half number 1. Biola 5 of their last 6 from the arc. Bryson step away 3. He doesn't hit. Parrish Tillman once in. Tried it off the glass. Biola ball. 32 seconds left. Imagine this place if he would have hit that. Biola timeout. We'll take a quick break for 30 seconds. Eagles out to an 11-point lead, 51-40. From what they were struggling with earlier in the first half, they've really come alive and have adjusted on the fly, Jake.
Yeah, they're rebounding. They're up 25-11 in that category. That's why they've had such a big lead so far here. 30 seconds left here in this first half.
Parrish Tillman couldn't get it over to Martin. Shot clock is off, 17 seconds left.
Azusa needs some momentum before heading to the locker room. They could use a big-time 3 here.
DM Sanders looks like he wants to do it himself with 4. Kicks it to the corner. Bryson, drive in, back out, and it's not going to be off in time. Jackson Young had a little bit of a shot, but it was too little, too late. Biola heading into the half with an 11-point lead, and they hope to continue that into the second. We'll be back in 15.